Good morning, everyone. I thought maybe just before we begin this morning, we could just take a collective moment of quiet to pray for Pope Francis, just to hold him in our heart and prayer as a community of faith this morning. And so we continue to pray. So as you breathe this morning, become present to the one who is divine compassion. The one who is divine kindness, flowing in you, through you, and for you. Imagine divine compassion and kindness flowing through you to all people, friend and non-friend alike. Flowing through all creatures, all the galaxies. This divine compassion and kindness makes room for all, is all, and holds all. Teach us to love you and see you everywhere. Teach us to honor you in everything, great and small. You are there in it all. Teach us to love you and see you everywhere. Teach us to honor you in everything, great and small. You are there in it all. The word kindness is a favorite word of mine. And there's a wonderful story that speaks to me of both the tenderness of kindness as well as the paradox of kindness. It reminds me that being kind is intentional and filled with God's grace. And so there's a story that goes like this. In India, there was a very kind and quiet man who would pray in the Ganges River every morning. One day, he spotted a spider struggling in the water. So he cupped his hands to carry it ashore to safety. As he placed the spider on the ground, the spider stung him. The next day, the same thing happened. On the third day, the man was knee-deep in the river, and sure enough, there was the spider, legs flailing, frantic in the water. As the man went to lift the creature yet again, the spider said, "Why in the world do you keep lifting me out of the water? Can't you see that I will sting you every single time because that's what I do?" And then the kind man cupped his hands about the spider, saying, "Because this is what I do." We could all give our reasons for being kind, but maybe one of the most important is that it keeps our hearts attuned to love, alive with compassion, and mindful of the world we long to see. Kindness is a powerful expression of God's care and reverence for others, all others, even the ones who sting us over and over again. The story reminds us of who we want to be, especially as we experience the cruelty, negativity, and mean-spiritedness that is running rampant these days, especially in our country. And yet, you and I, by the grace of God, when we see someone fall, we reach to catch them. When we observe an injustice, we attempt to right it. When we witness suffering, we look for ways to heal. When a dream breaks or a heart breaks, we'll be there to listen and to comfort. And when the world and our planet cry in all the ways they do these days, we extend our kindness through prayers, tears, and actions, and become God's kindness present in the world. Clothe us in your kindness and mercy. Clothe us in your justice and forgiveness. Clothe us in your love and your compassion. Clothe us in your kindness and mercy. Clothe us in your justice and forgiveness. Clothe us in your love and your compassion. And so I invite us to spend a few minutes praying with this question. What have been the experiences of kindness you have received, offered, witnessed these days? And let us pray to be a community clothed in God's kindness and compassion. And so let us move into our day clothed in kindness and compassion for all to see. Have a blessed day, everyone.